man. We're already live on our TikTok. We don't have as many followers as Mailman. I think Mailman kind of stole the shine, but it's all good. Hey, welcome. I want to welcome all those in from TikTok, and we are live now on our YouTube page. So let's get right into it, man. It's Tuesday. It's no longer Monday, so we gotta get rid of them Monday blues, especially if you're a Cowboy. You had yesterday to deal with it. I know Mondays are hard, especially after a loss. It was keeping it real Monday, right? Because it's Victory Monday or Keep It Real Monday, and we kept it real. We kept
Okay.
it 100 with everybody. Uh, First and foremost, Kendall, thank you for joining us. We appreciate every time you show up. Is there anything you want to add? Because you were on the kickoff show and you did predict that the Cowboys were going to win alongside me.
Yeah, well, speaking of a tough Monday and a bad loss, I mean, I know this ain't no Patriots channel, whatnot. And by the way, y'all go follow me on Ken's Pass Talk on YouTube. But I'm in the same boat as y'all. I much rather be a Cowboy fan than a damn Patriot fan right now. With that, I ain't gonna cuss on y'all show with that bull crap we put on the other daggone day. But yeah, my Monday, I made it to Tuesday. That's I'm thankful for that. But yeah, we're in the same boat. It's a little bright on y'all side though.
Hey, one question real quick. Did they tell you that I put in a special request for you to come on today?
No, I didn't. Oh, hey, I'm here, but oh man, it's been a rough 48 hours for me.
Right. I'm not a trash talker. I just wanted to know when I saw that. I just had to know. I was like, you got to get him on here because I need to know what a real football fan that's a Patriots fan has to say about that ending.
It's been a rough 48 hours. That's what hey, listen. Hey, I'm going to close it out. I'm going to toss it over to Jerry. Okay. We're on to Cincinnati.
Okay. All right. I like it.
We're on to Cincinnati.
And we're on the Garden Minshew, right?
Yep. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Yes, sir. Johnny Gonzalez. Yeah, man. Kendall, I will say this. From looking at the Patriots, I think Matt Patricia needs to go ASAP, man. That was the worst mistake they ever did. Worst experiment I've ever seen in football.
Yeah, Mac Wilson, I know
last year, Mac Wilson could pass the ball. You guys do not have a passing attack at all, man.
Mac Jones, not Mac Wilson. Mac Jones.
I don't know why I said Mac Wilson. Mac Jones. I'm sorry. Mac Jones. He can't even. You guys don't even have a passing game right now. That's very frustrating because you guys have a very young team, just like the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I mean?
And nobody's trying to mistake Mac Jones for damn Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, or Josh Allen, but he ain't as bad as he's been this damn year. He ain't nowhere near like that. Come on, even if you're not a Patriot fan, you pay attention. The Patriots are just like the Cowboys. They stay in the news when the Patriots or the Cowboys lose. It's a good day for anybody in the league. It really is because we're two of the most hated franchises, the Patriots and the Cowboys. You might can throw the Steelers in there too, but it's mainly the Patriots and the Cowboys. They like the most two hated franchises. But everybody with a mind and with two good eyes. Like, Matt Jones is not as bad as he's been this year. Come on now, he's not that bad.
That's true.
But hey, it is what it is, man. As a Patriot fan, I'm ready for these last. The good news is I'm just glad that we ain't got but 3 more weeks to this season, 3 more games, because I can't take no more of the product that I've been seeing for my team this year. I can't take. I'm sick of it. I've had enough with it, man. I'm ready for this season. I don't even want to make the playoffs. I know we're 1 game out, but man, let's just get on to the combine, please.
Wow.
Already, Kendall? I mean,
yeah.
So you don't even want to get into the playoffs, into the tournament?
Man, come and tell you what, we're gonna get blown out by Kansas City or somebody.
Okay.
Just save me the embarrassment. It seems like we're taking turns finding ways to lose a game. That's what it seems like. We just taking turns finding a way to lose a game, and I'm fed up with it.
All right, Jerry, what we got?
So, hey, man, let's figure it out, man. All of us watched the game against the Jags. Yes, I mean, obviously Sunday was overreaction, right? Sunday, and then of course Monday was keeping it real, right? Because we obviously we didn't come away with the victory, but Tuesday obviously we had to go and dig in there and see what was going on with the Cowboys, man. But my question to all of y'all, first and foremost, what really stood out from the Dallas Cowboys that they need to fix urgently and fix it fast? Because we're talking about Eagles on Saturday, Titans the following week, and then Commanders to finish out the season. The Cowboys they clinched Unfortunately, they clinched through the help of another team, which is the worst way for me. I hate that way to get into the playoffs, but whatever. We're in the playoffs. What do the Cowboys, from what you guys saw and you guys paid attention to, what do the Cowboys need to address?
Go ahead.
Number one, the run defense. That's what has to be fixed. And the teams that you just named that we are about to play, you just named the Eagles. Well, so Jalen Hurts probably won't be playing, but you still have what's 26, the running back?
Sanders.
You still got Miles Sanders. Then the next week you're talking about Big Derrick Henry. And then the last week you got the Reds, Washington with Robinson and 24. They have a two-headed monster. What's the other running back?
Gibson.
Yeah, Antonio Gibson. So every team we're playing coming up, they all have good running games, and our run defense has been horrible this year. The pass rush has been pretty decent, or let me give them credit. The pass rush has been excellent. I don't know what's going on with the last couple of weeks, but our run defense consistently all year has been terrible. So we have to fix that. So
we got a couple of comments on here. It's kind of hard, right? I'll try to read through some of them. Kellen Moore is and has been the problem.
That's the same thing on my live. They already called fire Kellen Moore.
Another says we've got this. AT&T will be the loudest stadium of the year. And then another one says the play calling and time management. Oh,
okay.
And then the one and the first one said situational football. And then now we got somebody says my 49ers will win the Super Bowl. And then somebody said Kellen Moore is trash. So I'm guessing the person that said Kellen Moore is a trash is a Cowboy. Is a combination. Obviously, the other one is a 49er faithful, but I'll tell you this: 49er faithful. It's a tall tree to bark, man. I'll tell you that, especially with the rookie quarterback. So you're telling me that this rookie quarterback is going to be up there with Tom Brady? It's going to be a tough cookie to swallow in this case. But let's get back to the Cowboys football.
Yeah, so for me, out of looking at the game and just kind of looking at everything, yeah, the run defense, I get it. But at the end of the day, if our defense doesn't step up, it's fine. Our offense has to be able to score points to keep up with whoever we got to keep up with if our defense is not there, right? Mm-hmm. So for me, just looking at the game, if they don't fix this offensive line situation of who their true 5 guys are, we're going to have an issue. Because if you look at the game, if you actually watch the game, Dak actually had a great game. I think he was, 23 for 30? Yeah. And if you look at the interception he threw when he was in the end zone, he got pressured. He had to step up because I think Connor McGovern almost put his defender in his lap. Right. So he rolled out to the right, and his arm got hit on that interception. Mm-hmm. Now, that's that. The other thing is the last play of the game when he threw that interception, Tyrone Smith got burned on the right side. So he had to roll left and throw the ball. Now, he still threw the ball on the dime, but he had to move out of the pocket. So I'm telling you right now, if we don't fix this offensive line, and I think that's important, I don't really care about the defense. We have to have an offense that can keep up with some of these teams to score points. If we can't do that, it's over. So to me, it's the offensive line.
Right. Hey, we're getting some great comments. I'm sorry, Kendall, but this is Jose Pais. McCarthy needs to take over. I think more importantly, not take over in the play call. I just think with the time management and the final decision on what to run, especially during situational football. Right. On TikTok, we got some great questions here. It says, let me see. Dak needs to. Okay, so I saw some people. They look like Cowboy fans, obviously.
Okay.
Mike.
But can I ask a question real quick to Harvey? You said.
Hold on. Let me get these because they get away from me.
They're going too fast.
Yeah. Parsons is going to get 3 sacks on Saturday. That's what somebody said. Dak needs to play for the next down. And then it said the Cowboys offense isn't the problem. Defense is too many key injuries. And then and Dak needs to learn how to throw the ball away. Dak needs to just play smarter. And and then I think Dak needs to take over. So I'm guessing they're saying he needs to take more initiative and take over the actual play call itself. Yes, indeed, take the playbook out of Kellen Moore's hand. Dak needs to stop sleeping, and best spot for a team to clinch in the playoffs, whatever. Dak needs to get a girlfriend, yada yada yada. So, anyways, haters. But anyways, go ahead. You said you had a question, Mailman, for Harvey.
Oh, for Harvey. So you were saying something about our offense, right? Needs to be fixed. They scored 34 points. That should be enough.
No, not if our defense is going to play like that. We need to fix the offensive line. Like, we might need to score 40-something points.
Oh, man, come on, man.
I'm being honest, but this is the thing, right? How many points did we score in the second half?
What was the score? We had 20 at halftime, right? Right. Okay.
I think we scored 13, two field goals, right? Am I right? I think it was 20. I want to say it was 21 to. I might be wrong, but
I think it was 20-17. Was it 2017 at halftime?
Is it Black Mamba 24? You're a diehard Cowboy fan. Well, come join us here on the Cowboy Cast on YouTube and be a part of the actual stream. And we'll get to see your comments like this. McCarthy has way more experience than Moore. Moore will hurt us in the playoffs.
Yep. So my point to that is we scored 13 points in the second half.
Okay.
I mean, they scored 27. If we're not gonna rely on this defense the way they've been playing lately,
right?
Then we have to score more points than the other team.
Right.
I'm just saying, and that's an initial thing we need to fix, and that's the offensive line. So I'll leave it at that. Kendall, I'll let you go.
Yeah, somebody corrected us and said it was 2 field goals and a touchdown. Score was 27-10. We got some Kendalls on here. Look, for those that are on TikTok right now and are on our YouTube page, look, I've known Kendall for Kendall. What it'll be 2 years, 3 years in February.
3 years.
This is the NFL almanac that I guarantee it, Mailman. He will correct you if you're wrong on anything.
Yeah, don't even argue. Don't even argue.
Kendall is not an average fan. This guy is a freaking machine, man. I don't know how he has the amount of storage in here.
He should have been a doctor.
No, I'm telling you this right now. Kendall is going to be on, he's going to be right there, right next to Skip. Or you know what? He'll probably take over Skip Bayless's job. But Kendall, what did you see? Right, because Kendall's going to be a Cowboy fan. Because if he wants Skip's job, he has to be a Cowboy fan. So what is it?
That's right.
My thing is, I'm gonna take it off the field a little bit. I feel like a lot of the distractions the past few weeks, y'all been talking about the Eagles for the past month or so. Yeah, Michael won the podcast last week. Then y'all got the OBJ stuff been going on for the past month or so. Is Jerry every week Jerry goes on RJ and the fan or whatever it's called. He does it. I think it's 103.5 or whatever. And he does it. Now I be tuning in with the Cowboys now. He does this. Yeah, he does his stuff up there talking, and I think I listened to the podcast earlier. He said he thought that Dak played good, and I think Dak came out and said he's gonna keep firing the ball and just want to cut down on turnovers. Well, he did. He threw 2 picks, and I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that one of them was his fault. When they put it in the category on the stats.
Come on, Kendall. No, stop. Kendall, stop. Hold on. No, you can't say that, Kendall. You can't say. I get it goes on the stat, but you can't say that is not his fault. I played quarterback, man.
The first one was his fault, though.
No, it wasn't. If you see his arm got hit from behind, and if you look, the trajectory of the ball, it fluttered.
We can go through every quarterback and say that an interception wasn't his fault.
I'm just saying, this is why I'm trying to defend Dak, right? And to be honest with you, I wanted Dak to walk. I didn't want to pay him.
Well, who did you want to be there?
Not Dak.
Well, you just said you didn't want to pay that amount.
I didn't want to pay that amount. But this is what I tell you. I am because I play quarterback, right? So I break it down, man. To me, Dak is not a passer. You have to run the ball with this guy. You have to. That's what kind of quarterback.
Well, I think y'all started the game out. I like how y'all started out the game, and y'all was doing. I like Kellen Moore. He had some wrinkles in there. How he had Dak running. Y'all should have kept doing it. My thing is with Dallas, y'all start out doing something good, and then y'all just, I don't know, y'all just get away from it. Y'all should have kept feeding the run and whatnot. But back to my point and whatnot. I feel like all the distractions that y'all had, and I came on y'all show, I think it was Sunday, it was sometime last week. I came on, I said, listen, yeah, if y'all don't win this game, they're gonna go back to Michael Parsons' comment and go back to the OBJ talk. And speaking of the OBJ thing, I think I listened to the podcast. Jerry came out and said that that's diminishing. Y'all just need to get away from that. What y'all need to be doing is going out in the free agent market, trying to find a cornerback to play opposite of Trayvon Diggs. Because I think Kevin Joseph was bad. I don't know if y'all still have Nashawn Wright. I think he hurt us. Okay,
no, he played.
Okay, then y'all got Bland, but I think he's better in the slot. I feel like y'all should going out there getting a couple cornerbacks just for depth, or look for somebody on somebody practice squad or something instead of looking for OBJ. What we had West Coast on the podcast a couple weeks ago. He made a great point. He said if y'all bring in OBJ, fans are mad that y'all throwing the ball a lot. Now OBJ ain't coming in the run block. He's not coming in the block. I mean, he's not. So y'all gonna get away from the run and y'all gonna try to be fancy and try to be splashy and try to get OBJ to rock and stuff. And that's just and y'all what we've known over the years. I forgot the record, but when Dak throws over about 30 times, y'all normally don't win those games a lot. Y'all normally don't. So that's just more. And Dak he's been prone to picks and whatnot. So I think y'all should keep feeding Pollard, keep feeding Zeke, leave the OBJ nonsense alone. Michael Parsons, stay off of Twitter and focus on the team that's playing this week. And go from there. That's my opinion on the Cowboys. I think y'all got too much stuff off the field that's going on, and it carried over to this game against Jacksonville. And I told you if you come out, you have a slow start, which I didn't start, so I believe y'all scored on the first drive. If you have a slow start or you get behind against Jacksonville, you let a team like that hang around. They're not the Houston Texans. They might got close records just like them, but they're a lot better than them. And that's what happened. I think y'all got to get another corner up in there for one. And just the money y'all giving OBJ, go sign a cornerback. Anybody, just get them for depth purposes or whatnot, because it didn't. There's no way Jacksonville's supposed to come back in that game. And I agree with I think what Mailman said about the pass rate. I don't know where the pass rate's been the past couple of weeks. Where's Micah back against the Texans? Y'all didn't even touch the quarterback. I don't believe. I mean, and then against Micah, I think he had one sack this past week. Mm-hmm. You got Sam Williams, Dante Fowler. Hell, my bold prediction was Dante Fowler, and boy was off. I mean, y'all, Sam Williams, DeMarcus Lawrence. I like Lawrence against the run, but I mean, y'all just didn't. I mean, Trevor Lawrence had all day to throw the ball, and there's no way that game shouldn't even been close, man. But go ahead.
The comments are getting crazy. So somebody said, "What do you think about Kelvin Joseph playing safety?" Somebody said, "So true." Blue Collar said, "What's up?" Because we haven't heard from Blue Collar in a while, but now we saw. No, wait, was he on yesterday with us? They and he goes, the media's cut up on Dak. They're too cut up on Dak. Kellen Moore held his back last year, but not running Tony. They want us to pick up the free agent from the Chiefs. Yes, indeed, we need another corner. We need to bring Cole Beasley back, no matter what it takes. Fortunately, but Cole Beasley's with the Buffalo Bills. Run the damn ball. Blue collar, he's signed with the Bills. Yeah, so it's kind of cool, right? They're correcting all that stuff. But let's get back to these also, right? Quinn is going to have to figure something out quickly. And I guess he was referring to when, Harvey, you were talking about the offensive line. Christopher Cruz wants to make sure that he makes this as clear as possible. There's only two fans in the NFL, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters. I see them both. Right, and then Jose Pais, Dak doesn't know when not to throw certain throws. Now, hey, Jose Pais, we can kind of see what you're talking about, man. But I think that Dak has really showed us that he is an NFL quarterback in the NFL. So, he really does. He's too aggressive, I think, at the wrong moments. Is what you're trying to say. Dak was not the quarterback. He was just the best we had at the time. Example, Kellen Moore was the backup. Yeah, you know what? He's right. I think Kellen Moore, Cooper Rush, and Dak were all on the same lineup, or they were all quarterbacks at the same time. Linda Royal Kirby, it's a new name. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe, give us a like, and share. We need another corner. I believe that. I believe the Cowboys have already addressed that position. We have Kendall Sheffield from the. He was formerly a fourth round pick, a high fourth round pick by the Atlanta Falcons when Dan Quinn was the head coach there. And, of course, they brought in Mackenzie Alexander and then Trayvon Mullen. So I think that some of these we will see be elevated this week. I know that he did say Dan Quinn did come out saying that this is open competition. And even prime time when then 3 toes is better than Joseph.
Wow.
Real quick, what's y'all take on Trayvon Mullen? And two, why you think, I mean, if he's with y'all now, why these other teams give up on him? I mean, he's out there for a reason.
Hey, real quick, look, because and TikTok, I'll lose that comment. But look what that comment Harvey says right there by NBA Bozo.
That's what I've been saying that.
For how long?
Why doesn't Izzy play corner? I've been saying that forever, man.
We're talking about Israel Makuma. He's playing safety.
He should be playing our corner for us. This is the issue, right? And I understand what Dan Quinn is saying. But think about this, guys. Kelvin Joseph, I believe, played a lot of man in college. Why is he playing zone?
Right.
His zone is not his game.
Right.
His game is to get on somebody and shadow him, play man the whole time. When you try to make him think too much, playing zone, he gets it wrong. That's just me. I think they're playing these guys in the wrong style of defense. That's just my opinion. But for me, I think Izzy being what? I think Izzy's what, 6'4", Jerry?
Yeah, he is. He's
got a long wingspan.
South Carolina. He played safety and
corner.
I think they're in the building. I just don't think we're utilizing them in the right way. That's my thing.
That's been a long time, though.
Yeah,
that's a long time. We always do that.
He played corner and safety at South Carolina, man, and he was a ball hawk. And when he came out, he was actually playing corner, so it was good. Ramiro, big play where we see officials are not throwing their flags. Giants and Washington, Kirk pushing off with both hands on right to get separation on 3rd and 10 and 4th to keep a drive alive. And you know what, Ram? You're absolutely right. I just think that right now that it has the NFL kind of got away from throwing flags on easy holding plays. Because I'll tell you this, when I went back and watched the tape on the All-22, Tyler, man, he was choking down a lot of people, and the official was right there looking right at him, and we didn't get the flag called. So
Tyler who?
Our rookie left tackle, Tyler Smith.
He was so you said it was defensive holding?
No, offensive holding, but they didn't call it, man.
They didn't call it.
Go back and watch it. You'll see. I mean, he's really mugging the edge rushers that are coming in. And then Connor was literally getting pushed back. Connor had some good plays. You know, he would have like 1 or 2 good plays, but then he would have like 4 plays in a row where he's literally getting pushed back into Dak's laps. Tyron, he looks good. I like what I see in Tyron, but is that the best position for him? You know what I mean? Should he be pushed at left tackle? And then, like I said, maybe see Tyler at left guard, because I'll tell you this, Tyler looks good, man. He gets the second level real fast. Hey, okay, so you guys talking about defense. Let's hear a recording from Dan Quinn, right? They asked him about, this is what they specifically asked him. If everybody's keen on our Micah Parsons, right? They're asking him if everybody's like all defenses are keen on him, then why isn't the rest of the team able to make plays? And just to answer your question, Kendall, we already said that on the previous show. The reason why we haven't been getting sacks is because these quarterbacks are getting the ball out like in 2.5 seconds, man. And if you go ahead and count, so was Trevor Lawrence getting rid of the ball.
Do you have an update on Donovan Wilson yet, or banged up that game?
On Donovan Wilson, I'll get you right now. I have an early projection on the sheets.
So they're still doing things to take him away. Why are the other guys not getting home?
Could you repeat the first part?
Why are the other guys not getting home? What are you seeing?
Yeah, like I said, in this game, I thought, well, if you're referring to just this game, yeah, I was okay. In the previous game, it was quite a bit different. You know, they just didn't drop back, you know, to go where we could feature into that space. Not to say they didn't at all, but they didn't do it as much. In this game, it really was more traditional in the way they went after it. And so we've just got to do a better job of executing our rush plan to go when you're going to chip a tight end or a back. You've got to have ways to go in and mix through that. So I anticipate us fighting our way through that to get there. but it didn't change overnight. So I expect us to do what we do better.
So, Mailman, go ahead and take it away. What do you, after hearing Dan Quinn, what do you think? I mean, they asked him that specific question. If everybody's teeing off on Michael Parsons, how come the rest of the team is not able to make a play, right? Get a sack. And, he tried to explain it the nicest way he could, but let's be honest. Why, Mailman, has the sacks gone down? Why isn't this defense making the plays they used to?
That's $1 million question. I don't know that one. I would love to know that one. I also would like to question, where has Tank Lawrence been?
He had a good game, man.
He had a good game against the run, but the week before he made some big plays against the Texans down the stretch.
No, yes, you're right on this one. But I'll tell you this: if you go back and look at the Jags, he was playing disciplined football, man.
Okay.
The thing was that the rest of the squad were banged up, man, and we're missing LVE. Now we appreciate what he did for us.
Yep.
I'll tell you this: you got
we appreciate Anthony Brown too.
Yes, and then of course. And then Doris Armstrong went down, so now we saw more Sam Williams. So I'll tell you this: when you see Sam Williams not being able to set the edge, because you know what I'm saying, he's getting fooled by which way the offense is going. He's getting psyched out a lot, and he let a lot of runs get right by him. It was very clever from Doug Peterson the way he used that offense to really get these rookies on their toes. Man.
There was a lot of misdirection.
Yes, it was a ton of misdirection.
Yeah.
Arby, do you want to answer on that one? Oh, hold on. Ramiro says, don't forget about the late hit on Parsons when he recovered a fumble.
Man, they didn't call it, man.
That was super late. And then Jose Pais, can anyone explain to me why Dak doesn't run and or scramble more? He leaves a lot of free yards on the field.
I can answer that. Maybe.
What you got?
Do you remember 2 years ago what happened to him when he was running? Like, I wouldn't mind him running more in the playoffs, but in the regular season, I don't really need him to be running the ball too much. He's too valuable. You're paying him $40 million a year. We don't need him to be sitting on the shelf like Lamar Jackson is right now. You know what I mean? Like Kyler Murray is right now. In the playoffs, yes, let him run. But in the regular season, run when you have to, not just, running too much.
Honestly, man, this defense, I don't know what it is, man, but they're not showing up. And what crazy part is Micah had 1 sack, right? But he had 12 pressures.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of pressures in one game.
It is.
But to me, everybody's talk, but I saw a comment on TikTok. I think it's BLC Mamba 24. Where was Gallup the whole game?
Well, part of Gallup's maybe looking like he was missing. They were targeting Noah Brown, and he was delivering earlier in the game.
Yeah, but to me, I mean, Kendall, tell me I'm wrong. Micah, isn't Gallup a 50-50 dude?
He's more so your throw it up your 50-50.
Yeah,
not really your burner. He can get deep, but he's more of like he's a 50-50 guy. Same just like James Washington. More of your 50-50 guy. They're about the same. Of course, Gallup is a way better James Washington. But that's what Gallup is. He's not your CD. He's not your speedster, whatnot. Even with CD Lamb, like I don't see a lot of deep passes to CD Lamb. A lot of CD Lamb is his receptions come like in the middle of the field or behind the line of scrimmage. That's one of my things about CD and whatnot. But I think Gallup is your 50-50 guy. And the Jaguars corner, there ain't no world beaters out there. I know they traded Henderson to Carolina a couple of years ago, whatnot. I mean, the guy that picked off Dak Prescott twice, I had never heard of him before the game or whatnot. So I mean, I don't know why. I don't know why Gallup didn't get more involved this past game. I thought it would be a big Michael Gallup game.
I don't know, man.
On that one, he was missing in action. I think he only had like one catch. I think the entire game.
And I don't think Jacksonville was doing anything crazy like doubling him or anything like that. I just think that just won't going to him and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure. So Jose Pais still has another one, but somebody said, "Hey, look at Jalen Hurts. He runs a lot. That's why he's hurt right now."
Yep.
Damn.
Yep.
So I mean, Jose Pais, you got your answer, your question answered really fast. but is he playing like a $40 million quarterback? I think
No.
at this, I think at this point, I mean, when that game is on your, oh, hold on a minute, Harvey, hold on a minute. I think you said it yesterday. You're talking about a 4th round quarterback, man.
Correct.
Not a first pick, first overall pick, first round, first pick overall quarterback. You're talking about a 4th round draft pick who has exceeded every expectation.
100%.
Who literally did everything he's supposed to do to become a quarterback in the NFL.
Correct.
Who literally has led by example.
Yes.
Never did he gripe about his money when he had his contract, but when it was time to pay up, I'm pretty sure we all take that approach in life, don't we? Yes or no, men, right now on this board.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Keep going though.
But Mailman,
I'm shaking my head like him too.
So Jerry, I agree.
I'm just saying, you do your job. You do your job. You expect to be compensated. So
yes, you do.
I'll tell you this.
But not $40 million. Not $40 million.
Not
hold on a minute. Because last week against the Texans, the week before against the Texans, he literally put the team on his back and he went and won it. Now, in this situation, it looked like he was trending in that same direction, but I think that he just chose the wrong target at the wrong time. Because if you slow-mo, both those catches, especially the one on 3rd down in the 4th quarter, that was right on the money, man. It was right on that 85. Noah Brown didn't catch it outside and right there where he needed to catch it. That was a clutch catch. It was on Noah Brown. That was not on Dak Prescott. The last one where it ended up for a pick 6, it was in Noah Brown's hands. So I'm just saying, I think, is he playing like a $40 million quarterback? I think you can literally take that on a week by week basis.
No, you can't do that.
Emotions will tell you.
You can't do that, Jerry. You can't go week by week. That's not how this works.
Well,
now, let me tell you something.
No, that's how you do it. Last week we were happy because he beat the Texans.
But listen. The question was. Listen to what the question was. I don't disagree of all the things you said about Dak and all the things he did. 100%. Would I have paid him $40 million? Hell no. He's a $30 million quarterback. That's the issue. Jerry's got the pocket to pay him $40 million. I would have paid him like 30, maybe Tannehill kind of money. He's not a $40 million quarterback. Let's be honest. He's not the type of quarterback you're going to be like, hey, man, you got a minute and 20 seconds. No, you got let's go 35 seconds. And you got to go the length of the field with no timeouts. You think he's going to win the game? No, he's not. He's not that quarterback.
I believe in Dak, man. I believe
in him too, but not at $40 million to carry the team. Listen, if they stacked the line and it was for the game to win the game, Dak's not that quarterback. I love him to death. Don't get me wrong. I said they should have drafted him. So you can't say that I hate him. Right. But he's not that quarterback. That's the difference. That's not his game.
I will say this. At the beginning, I didn't like Dak, okay? Because I was a Romo guy, and I felt that Romo should have got the opportunity to get his team back. But you know what? Through the years, I've learned to appreciate Dak because Dak has put in the time every single year, man.
I agree.
In the offseason, people don't see what this man does in the offseason. He never stops training. This guy is literally doing exactly what Tom Brady does. And we've seen what Tom Brady's at. Now, I understand he ain't no Tom Brady. I'm not trying to say he's a Tom Brady, but he's trying to follow from the best by doing what the best do in the offseason. Kendall, do you want to say anything about my quarterback, Dakota Prescott?
Here we go, man. Here we go.
$40 million a year, which right now the going rate I think is like $52 million for an quarterback.
Come on.
Okay, I side with both of y'all. I can see where you're coming from, Jerry. Harvey, I do see where you're coming from. I'm right in the middle, man. Dak. I mean, okay, put this right here. I would want him on my team. I take Dak in New England and whatnot, but
for $40 million.
No, sir. No.
Thank you.
No, sir.
That's all
no,
he said.
Thank you.
Not for $40 million. I'm
right.
not taking no, sir. But I mean, I take a lot of Cowboys players, but just I ain't taking Dak in those 40 million. But no, hey, you see that roster we got up north there? That's a conversation for another day. But I take a lot of y'all players and whatnot. But I'm gonna I'm more with Harvey on this one, man. I think that he isn't that guy. I mean, I like him too, but not no $40 million, man. He's a little better than Tannehill though. He's better than Tannehill.
So Ramiro says, Jerry, don't smash Brown before those drops. He had a career game. Interceptions are not just on him. Do CD on those three. It's because he caused, right? I'm sorry. And then Jose Pais, if that, and let's not talk about Zeke, right? And then somebody said, preach, bro. So I don't know who, I guess he was talking about Harvey. I said we should have traded Dak and Zeke and moved up in the draft to get Mahomes. This was after their rookie year. LOL.
He did say that, man. On that draft night, when the first pick got picked, he said, let's trade Dak and Zeke from Mahomes. I'm like, you crazy, man. And look at us now.
Another thing that Winner knows is I don't want to hear nothing about what Noah Brown caught or what he dropped and all that. He should have caught that ball. Noah Brown, y'all had no damn expectations for Noah Brown this damn year to be anything. So I don't want to play no blame. I don't want hot on a bunch of Cowboys podcasts last few days, and I've listened to them, seen people live on YouTube talking. I don't want to hear nothing about Noah Brown. Nobody knew about no damn Noah Brown until this year. Whenever y'all got rid of Cooper, y'all trying to find like a number 3 or something like that. Nobody had expectations for him. So whatever he did this year, it's been good enough. He's exceeded. He's exceeded all the expectations for this year. Nobody expected him to do anything. So he can go out the next weekend and drop a wide open touchdown. He's still been better than what anybody thought he would be. I believe. What was he even drafted?
Yeah, he was drafted.
Yeah, he was drafted.
He went to Ohio State. What round was he drafted?
Ohio State.
7th as a tight end.
Yep. We're talking about a 7th-round draft pick dropping a pass. I don't even want to hear. He's made more good plays than bad plays this year. Because I mean, then he just catch 2 touchdowns.
Everybody's taking shots.
So Kendall, basically what you're saying
is, are they paying him $40 million to do the hip twist dance at warmups? So,
hey Kendall. So basically, what Kendall was saying is that we shouldn't have gotten rid of Amari Cooper then.
Well, that is
I bring this up on every podcast.
Rams on your side. Tell him, Kendall, right? Like, tell me, right? Like if I don't know, right? I mean, I think Noah Brown. I think nothing but great things about Noah.
Yeah. Noah Brown is a fourth. He's a fourth. He's maybe a fourth receiver. He'd probably be our second best receiver in New England, or second or third.
He's right. He's right, man.
I will say that.
I take Noah Brown over. I take Noah Brown over Nelson Aguilar. I'll probably take not over Kendrick Bourne. We don't know what's going on with that, but I take Noah Brown over a lot of what we got. They probably be our second or third best receiver. But for y'all, man, he's y'all third or fourth. Man, get a layoff Noah Brown. No, that's on that. Not on Noah Brown. Y'all had no expectations for Noah Brown this year. No, absolutely none. I don't want to hear nothing about no 7th-round wide receiver that's a special teams guy on punts and kickoffs dropping a pass.
I haven't given any love to our TikTok comment section, but on there's somebody says that they're a Cowboys fan for life and that we will be okay in the playoffs. And then they said he's doing the work, yes, but not getting any better year after year. 11 interceptions, 9 games. People still don't let that go. And it was this one's more on the defense, you know. And then somebody said Romo wasted 16 years, no more. Somebody said Cooper Rush is the one. And then somebody said Cooper is a backup and a damn good one. Someone said he lost during the Eagles game. And then let's just see what he gets caught up here. Where's the one? Oh, not to blame it on Noah Brown. So yeah, if you guys want to take your shot at me right now, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I just say that, and we all know this is true. Big time players make big time plays on big time situations.
Noah Brown is not a big time player though.
He was on Sunday. He made a big time play to the other team.
It's our own fault, though.
I was gonna say he made 2, but then he followed it up by 2 to the other team, right? And then Jose Pires, they need to figure out why players give up on this team. I don't know if it's players that give up on this team, right? Because I think if anything that it is about the Cowboys, or that I've learned about the Cowboys. Have you guys, Mailman, tell me if you're on this one too. have you ever noticed that a player that the Cowboys draft, they don't really do so good when they're with the Cowboys, but once they leave the Cowboys for whatever reason, they have a good career afterwards. A la Terrence Newman, I think is probably one of the most notable guys, right?
Yeah.
He had a little bit of a resurgence with the Bengals, and then he became huge with the Vikings, right?
Yeah.
But when he was with the Cowboys, there's just something about it. Shinobi Awuzie, somebody most notable who last year.
Hell, what about Taco Charlton went to the Chiefs, had about 5 or 6 sacks. I think last year.
I think he even got a Super Bowl ring with him, didn't he?
Yeah,
I believe he did.
And Hitchings was there
yeah,
too.
I'll tell you the reason why this is happening is because not many players, and that includes us. If we were in the NFL, not many of us can wear that star in our helmet, man. That thing. They say the lights are always brighter in Dallas, man.
I give you one other reason too. When Dallas gets players, they want to make those players fit their philosophy instead of changing around your philosophy to fit the player.
And that goes back to Jerry Jones. And I can go back from the beginning in the 90s. Let's talk about Jimmy Smith, the receiver for the Cowboys, who went on to play with the Jaguars, and I believe he's the all-time leader in receiving yards for the Jags.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but that's not how, so why do you put that on Jerry Jones? Jerry Jones is the GM, so he's there to pick the players, not make them fit the scheme. That's on the coaches.
He's the president also.
So let me tell you something though. If I'm the leader of the locker room, there's a difference between being a leader of the locker room and being a general manager or owner.
Okay.
Don't mess with my locker room. Don't mess with my players. Don't talk about injuries without talking to me first, to the media. That's the problem. The problem is that players are like, oh, Jerry drafted me. What's the coach going to say? I can act a different way. That's the problem.
Right.
Watch the interviews and everybody thinks their job is safe in that organization. And I think that's the problem. But
so I agree with what you're saying, but
two coaches.
Okay.
Jimmy Johnson, it didn't work out. Why? Because Jimmy Johnson said, this is my locker room. There's a difference. They had a disagreement. Bill Parcells, they had the same issue too. So you bring coaches that want to put in an environment that says, like, I'm the head coach, this is how things go. It didn't work out very well.
Right.
That's the issue.
Okay, so you basically are blaming Jerry for taking the power away from the coaches.
Yes.
Okay, because I was getting ready to say, because a lot of people always blame Jerry, and I'm like, well, how can you should give credit to Jerry, because they always say Dallas has one of the best teams in the NFL on paper, right? So that's the job of your GM, is to get the best team available on paper, but it's on the coaches to get the best out of those players. And that's where our problem has been. You said what was the problem with us being able, remember Jerry asked the question, why do the players do good once they leave? You had the talented players, but you gotta use them the right way while you have them.
Hey, Mailman, you see me?
Yeah.
It's called a puppet. Jerry needs a puppet.
I hear you.
Jerry, bro, hey, just shout outs real quick. Ramiro, of course, obviously, when we're talking about Noah Brown, right? And then, of course, he also mentioned about Jimmy Smith, just like Harvey did. If we could combine Romo Smarts with Dak's athleticism, that dude would be unstoppable. I'm telling you, you need to put money together and pay the helicopter pilot to get lost. Jeez Louise, I love it. Hey, Swag is calling you out, man, on TikTok.
What does Swag want, man?
All coaches are puppets under Jerry. Example, Kellen Moore. Man, and you know what's crazy about Kellen Moore is that he sounds like Jason Garrett.
He does, man.
Yeah.
Like his voice sounds like Jason Garrett. It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary. Alex says, if McCarthy is fired and Sean Payton is hired, does Dak fit Sean's system? Or is Dak more fit for Shanahan's system? Run first and play action. Man, I'll tell you this much right now. If we have a smart coach like Sean Payton or Kyle Shanahan, I think it's Super Bowl every year in a team, and every NFL team Every NFL base would hate the Dallas Cowboys, and I guarantee you, Kendall would join the Dallas Cowboy Nation for sure.
But
Hey.
To answer your TikTok, your TikTok guy, I think every quarterback should be like that. If you put a quarterback in a run first offense, every quarterback will flourish like that.
Oh yeah, no doubt. What are you gonna say, Kendall? We'll get back.
It's Pat's Nation till it's over with for me, baby. hey. I don't want none of them Cowboys problems. Y'all got a lot of stuff going on right now. If we got enough going on in New England, but I'm gonna stay with mine for right now.
That's
hey, I'm gonna let it go, man.
What? Go ahead.
I don't believe in the whole run thing. Best look at Tannehill. He had one of the best rushings, and he still couldn't get it done in the playoffs.
So all right, so let me ask you something. What do you guys think? Give me your honest opinion on what Dak Prescott's best season was.
He's had a few, man.
But what was his best season?
Everybody will tell you his first season with the NFL. The first
and when he was in his best season, he only had 23 touchdown passes, but he only had 4 interceptions.
Well, last year I thought it was one of his best seasons. I mean, he started out the year good in Tampa. And then we know what happened in the playoffs. But I mean, he was on the MVP cover. He's on the MVP rate last year, I believe, Dak Prescott. And what is that now? 30, 31? What is 30?
I think he's 29.
Yeah.
Okay, well, 20. He'd be 30. Okay. I mean, my thing is for y'all. Because he's in like the third year of this new contract or the second year?
This is the second year of his 4-year contract.
Okay. When do you draw? when do we draw the line with that? Like, when do we be like, hey, this is what he is. He's not gonna be. He's not no Allen. He's not no Mahomes. He's damn sure ain't no Brady. When do we draw the line and say like, hey man, like it might be time? Because we know Zeke is going after this year, and Zeke and Dak came in together. So when do we draw the line? And then and just be like, hey man, we're gonna give Dak another year or so. Then we need to start looking for, you know what I mean, looking for something next. This ain't it. Because when you gave Tony Romo, how many years with Romo with the Cowboys?
He gave us what was it? Like almost, I want to say it was 11 years. 11.
Okay. Well, we see. I don't think Dak can get another contract with Dallas.
No.
I think he'll play this one now. He's got 2 more years left on it. When do we get to the point? Because if y'all get rid of McCarthy, let's just say y'all bring in Sean Payton or whatever. Dak isn't his guy. You know what I mean? So when these coaches come in, they want to bring their own guy on or their coordinators and draft somebody. So how many more years? And all three of y'all, I want y'all to answer this. How many more years do y'all see Dak being with Dallas? Okay, put this in 2026. Would Dak Prescott start that season as the Dallas Cowboys quarterback?
I got a lot to say, so I'll let Mailman go first.
In 2026, no. So I don't think that they can get rid of him until you don't get a whole bunch of dead cap money.
They just told him, hey, stop throwing the laterals,
tune in to Ken's Pat. Start tomorrow night 7:30 East. I have a lot to talk about that.
Hey, I love Kittle's, but no, because you know how it was the lateral award that was intercepted and they took it to the house. It was kind of like a Cowboy situation.
Please don't give me no more flash.
Why they had to bring that up?
Your O-line. Why not tell Dak to run or wildcat? But go ahead.
Keep talking about the quarterback running. Yeah. Don't you see Jalen Hurts is hurt? Kyler Murray
I will tell you this. He did run when he needed to against the Texans, that crucial first down.
Right.
But Melvin, go ahead, because I think
you said 26. Yep.
No, because whenever you can't have a bunch of dead cap money, so you can't just cut him. And I think that's what you were saying about Zeke. They were waiting until it made sense to cut him, so that it wouldn't be a bunch of dead cap money. But with Dak's contract, I don't think you can get out of it just that easy. So I think they realize it.
I mean, his contract is up 25, 24, 25, I believe.
Yeah. So in 2026, no. I can't see it.
Y'all gonna ride it out to 25, I'm assuming.
You have to. You're stuck with that contract.
Yeah.
I'll go. I guess I'll go ahead of Harvey. I'm pretty sure I'm going to meet Harvey. We butt heads, but we also see things similar sometimes. But I'm going to go ahead and say it like this. I think Kendall, that with the Dallas Cowboys, it's kind of a very hard topic to touch on with Dak, because you're talking about a broken ankle. Literally, we saw that thing completely come off.
Yeah.
And then his first year back, when he signed his contract, the calf injury, and then of course this year he broke his hand. So it's kind of hard, because for the most part, right now, the way the trend is going, I think that Jerry Jones is going to have that serious talk with him about the availability, because that's the biggest reason why he didn't retain somebody like Randy Gregory or Leylon Collins, right? Because of their availability. And I think that that's kind of where Dak is going in that trend, as far as, is he going to be able to finish off his contract? And if so, what kind of contract can I give you to be a Cowboy beyond these 4-year contract you have with us as a Cowboys quarterback? Because I need my quarterback, number one, to be durable, and I need him to be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
All the rest, I can find that in anybody. I can tell you right now, I'm pretty sure there's probably like the majority of the young men that are coming into the league right now, all of them would love to be a Cowboy quarterback. So,
hey,
yeah,
man,
I think we're going to have to talk with him pretty much this season, and it's going to happen if he is one and done in the playoffs, man. They're going to ask him.
I can feel y'all emotion and pain. Hats off to y'all for keeping it together. Right now, I'm just thankful and blessed that my Patriots don't have any Super Bowl expectations, so I can sleep good at night and just enjoy the good and stuff like that. Because y'all, the pressure's on y'all. Y'all got Super Bowl expectations. We ain't got. Hey, listen, we got a quarterback on a rookie contract. We're kind of like a little transition. We just won a Super Bowl with 28 about 4 years ago recently. So we kind of can rest on some things and just chill. You know, we can be bad for the next few years and still be all right or whatnot. But because when my Patriots were in their prime and stuff like that, every show and everything, like we had to win every year, or it was a bad year. It was a bust year. It was Super Bowl bust for us. Nah, so like last year, we got blown out by the Bills the first round playoffs. I wasn't even mad because I didn't have any expectations for us.
Somebody put in the comment section of TikTok. So Jerry, what you're saying is the Cowboys, they need a refund. No, they don't need a refund. I'm just saying what Jerry Jones is probably saying. Harvey, go ahead, take it away.
So this is my thing, man. 2026. Actually, his contract runs out 2024. Just to be technical about it. So, my thing is, I don't unless he wins 2 Super Bowls in the next year, maybe even 1. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think he's the guy. Against the Niners last year, if you're that $40 million quarterback, right? Do you win that game just on your shoulders at $40 million?
I mean, Joe Burrow got the Bengals to the Super Bowl on his rookie contract, so.
And he had a horrible offensive line.
He still does.
And he still did it. And he's still that guy. He came back from what? How many points down? 17? Against the I'm just saying, man, Joe Burrow just has that swag. It's something different about him that he has. Smoking a damn cigar, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different swag. Dak don't got that. When you're telling me, this is my reason I have a big thing on Dak. And I've said this multiple times. When you're trying to fit a ball into a window and you wins, like you're trying to be like, I think I got this. You ain't a natural throw of the ball, and you ain't it.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at Joe Burrow when he tries to fit tight windows, he doesn't squint like that. That's, to me, man, he ain't got it. I'm not saying he couldn't win a Super Bowl. I think he can under the right way to run the offense and the play calling. He can, but on his shoulders, he's not a $40 million quarterback. And I'd give him the rest of these next 2 or 3 years, and he's done.
Luke Carter says you don't need swag when you're working hard. And Tommy I guess he's trying to correct me, saying it was his second year in the league, JM. But I was saying that he's still under his rookie contract. But yeah. in his rookie contract, he was able to get the Bengals to the Super
Bowl. My last thing for I'm gonna turn over. I'm gonna end it with this. Y'all probably locked into that 5th spot, right? Y'all probably not gonna go down, probably not gonna go up.
Well, thank you for the segue, right? Because I think that was the second part of the segment right there was that.
Okay.
Do you think the Eagles are trying to get us out of that 5th spot by allowing us to rest Jalen Hurts and then maybe this week, next week, so we can pile up the wins, or you know what I'm saying? Are they trying to play so they don't have to play a certain team? Maybe take us out of the 5th spot.
I don't think so, because if they lose this game here means nothing really to Philly. To be honest with you, they can lose this game. I think they comes out with the Giants and the Saints, I believe. Mm-hmm. They can, as long as they win one of those last, and I think they can beat the daggone Saints with Gardner Minshew at quarterback, for crying out loud. As long as they win that one day last 3, they wrap up the division and the #1 seed. I think Dallas is locked into the 5, Giants at 6, 7 is Washington. Or was it? I think Seattle probably mess around and get that thing, because Washington got a rough next 3 weeks.
Don't count Detroit out.
Yeah, I forgot about Detroit, but Seattle beat Detroit, so they got that head-to-head or whatnot.
Right.
So I think it looks like more than likely y'all gonna be playing Tampa, because Tampa got Arizona, Carolina, and the Falcons. I think they win 2 of those. The next 3, they'll be all right to win that division. Probably win all of them. But I know they got Arizona this Sunday night or whatnot. How do y'all feel? I know y'all probably will say this for another show, but how do y'all feel about the matchup with Tampa or whatnot? And how do y'all feel about that? Rather, do y'all want that game at home? I know y'all not gonna be able to have it at home, but how y'all feel going down there to Tampa, playing Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, who are reeling right now, but they should be healthy by that point? How y'all feel about that matchup?
Of course, they'll be healthy by the time they play us. Everybody But actually, of course, they would be the team you would welcome to play right now, mm-hmm. if you comparing Minnesota, Philly, and San Francisco. So mm-hmm. they would be the team you would prefer.
Dallas would be the favorite. But my thing is, y'all gonna be the favorite, and this is why I think Dallas struggles when they're the favorite, and they have all those expectations on them. Because nobody's going. Well, a few people might pick Tampa, but because of Tom Brady. But when the Cowboys have all those expectations and we expect you to win and do something, you don't. And all that pressure coming and going to Tampa, and Tom Brady is 2-0 against Tampa the last 2 years. I know they beat y'all earlier this year when Dak got hurt, and y'all should feel a little extra motivation to go there and get that one. But this is a playoff. Everybody 0-1. They don't all that motivation, and whoever won the last game, that goes out the window. Whoever good on this day. And Tampa might just have a get-right game against y'all. Like you just said, Mailman, everything might just come together when teams get up to play the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah.
It's just something, especially in Dallas or wherever teams get up. They get on their high horse to play the Cowboys. I don't care how bad you saw how good the Texans played a couple weeks ago. They get up to play the Cowboys. And I think Tom and Tampa, I don't like the match, because I think that game right there, Tampa Bay might look a mess right now. They get their mess together in a few when they play y'all.
When it's the playoffs. Yeah,
because all the pressure's gonna be on Cal. No, ain't gonna be no pressure on Tampa, because they're not gonna be expected to win. All the pressure gonna be on y'all. So I think I don't like that. I don't like that, man. If y'all advance from there and y'all probably play, I think y'all will probably beat Minnesota again. But I just think if y'all can avoid San Francisco, and I actually think y'all can beat Philly with Hurts or without Hurts, because Philly has an excited. Go ahead.
Kendall, we can't avoid it, man. We will stay in the 5th round or the 5th seed. It won't change, because we have to
win one game.
We have to win a division in order to be in the top 4, regardless of the record.
Right. Y'all ain't winning the division.
We ain't winning the division.
So 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be Dallas and Tampa round 1.
Unless we lose like 2 games at the end of the season, that'll put us back at like 6, depending on who we lose to. But we're playing Tampa, man. I mean,
Tampa, it's gonna be Tampa, Carolina, whoever come out there.
But let me say this, I'll tell you what, this is gonna be a big test for Dak, man, because Dak has lost to Tampa twice to Tom Brady.
And Dallas has never beaten Tom Brady, period.
Never beat him, bro.
Dak is 0-3 against Tom Brady. 0-3.
Somebody on TikTok just said stick a fork in Tampa. And Alex wants to correct you. He says we have to win a playoff game first before you can get any Super Bowl expectations, Kendall. Because
but that's what he said. That's what he said. He said if we beat Tampa.
I said y'all. I said yeah. If y'all beat them, y'all will probably move on and play Minnesota. Somebody, yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if they got. Okay.
That is crazy, man. TikTok is awesome. We have 4,300 likes.
Push the likes, man. Push them likes.
Yeah, man. The comment section is crazy.
Where is the like button on the live? I don't even see it.
Are you live on yours right now?
Uh-huh.
You can see on the top left it should be on your top left corner where it tells you how many likes it's.
Hey, man, I'm gonna say Jerry got me fired up today, man. Hey, Jerry, all I gotta say is, man, your $40 million quarterback better beat the Tampa Bays when we go to the playoffs.
I have on that one, I will bet you a bottle of your choice, sir.
I don't like it, man.
No, because I know they're gonna win, Kendall. They're gonna win.
I don't like the matchup. No,
I'm saying
I'm telling you right now, Dak is super fired up. He wants that.
Kendall, they're gonna win. Now, don't get me twisted. If Tampa keeps playing the way they're playing and they lose another 2 games, we're gonna win that game.
Bro,
but if Tampa catches fire like they did the 2 years ago, I don't know.
That's what I'm about to say. This Tampa Bay team remind me of the Patriots in 2018. 2018. We went on that run. We had a terrible roster. Defense was playing good. Everybody counted us out against the Chargers. We beat the Chargers. We went to Kansas City, beat the Chiefs in the overtime. Went to Super Bowl, beat the Rams. It was ugly. This time, this gonna be a last ride for Tom Brady. We're forgetting about that. He's probably 9 times 10 not coming back next year. If they win, when they win that division, that team is gonna put all that stuff to the side. They're gonna play hard for Tom because Tom's not. I'm telling you, that's why I don't like that matchup. And we know what happened last year against the Rams or whatnot. Rams sent his tail back. He had a sour taste in his mouth, came back. Tom's gonna talk. They're gonna play hard for that boy. I'm telling you. And I don't like the matchup. With all the story, I don't like the matchup. All the press on the Cowboys though. All the press on the Cowboys. Let's see how Dallas does with this expectation is. And if previous history tells us anything, they don't do good.
Look at Swag. Swag, he came on. Finally, Swag sticks to one. Poodle Cowboys, right? I can't.
Swag, you ain't got the answers.
We had to lose We had to lose Minnesota's Vikings. The Eagles had to lose with us versus the number 1 NFC seed. So, yeah. And anything on TikTok that you want to point out, because it's already rounding up, and I hate to do this.
It's still possible for us to get the number 1 seed, but not likely.
I'm just saying, do you think that's what I was trying to say? Do you think the Eagles would just say, you know what, you guys take the number 1 seed because we don't want to face the 49ers or whatever?
Nah, because if you get the number 1 seed, you get a bye. And right now they need that. They can use that.
This correct me if I'm wrong. This y'all last home game right here, right? I got to go to Tennessee and 2 Washington, I think.
Yeah.
So this is the last home game of the year. Y'all won't have another home game unless something crazy happens in the playoffs, basically.
Right.
Okay. So and then that game is in Tennessee next week, and that ain't no gimme.
No, and it's a short week. It's Thursday.
In Tennessee, I know they ain't got I don't know a lot of Titans fans. I don't know about the Titans.
Kendall, you're worrying me already, man.
But I don't know. I think y'all got y'all close out in Washington. You know, Washington will love nothing more than to mess up y'all season. They're right there at the end or what.
Right.
That's a divisional game. They always play y'all tough. I don't know, man. I don't know.
We dropped 50 on them last year.
We're not scared of the 49ers. We're the boys.
Yeah, okay.
And 5,900 likes, man. That's it for us, you know. TikTok is
all right. We're gonna go down another rabbit hole on another episode.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk since we talk so much about the Cowboys and the quarterbacks with Romo and Dak. One of these days, we're going to talk about when are the Cowboys going to actually draft a quarterback in the first round.
Oh, that's a good question right there. That one we can leave for another one. So we actually got Eagle fan on, but we have 45 of you guys, 44. So for those that are on, hey, even if you're not a part of Cowboys Nation, but you like the discourse, you love all this stuff, make sure you come subscribe to the Cowboy Cast on the YouTube page. And if you guys like to, of course, like Facebook and whatnot, take a look at Mailman's the Dallas Cowboys collaborative page. I think it's very unique. Mailman, how long have you had that page?
For about 4 or 5 years.
Man, he has 55,000 followers on that page. That thing is magnificent. And right now he's looking to start his own podcast. Of course, Kendall, if you want to throw your plugs, where can people find you on your social medias?
Instagram at Kendall_Whitley. It's an underscore between the first name and last name. And then on my YouTube, Ken's Pats Talk. My boys over here at the Cowboys Cast will give me a shout out so y'all can. I know some of y'all might be some low key Pats fans or whatnot. Y'all come over and run. Hey, even if y'all don't watch, just run them subscribers up for me. Help a brother out.
Dak Prescott run the damn ball. Hey, thank you all, TikTok. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll actually start breaking down the Eagles defense. Yep. And then Thursday will be Eagles offense. Thank you all, TikTok. See you guys later. And YouTube. Thank you. We love you. And great show, guys. We will keep in touch, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Keep it real.